everywhere and nowhere, baby. That's where you're at. You're going down a bumpy hillside in your hippie hat. You're flying across the country and getting fat, saying everything is groovy when your tires flat and it's your silver lining. Anywhere you go now, baby, I see your sun is shining, but I won't make a fuss, oh it's obvious. And it's your silver lining. Anywhere you go now, baby, I see your sun is shining, but I won't make a fuss, though it's obvious. How's it going, folks? This is Wayne Hart, back with another lesson, and an absolute classic as always today. We've got Jeff Beck and Hi-Ho Silver Lining. Great one to play at parties, barbecues, this one. Always gets everybody singing, and it's pretty easy to play. It's all open chords, there's a couple of 7th chords in there. And if you do want the chords, the lyrics and the strumming pattern, as always, I'm going to post it up on my Patreon page. So there'll be a link to that in the description, also a link in the comments. And the way that works, you just sign up for as little as a couple of quid a month or however much you can afford. You know, it's all very much appreciated and helps, you know, me carry on doing lessons with the funding. It helps the research, the filming, the editing. It's all very much appreciated. And you'll not only get access to this song, pretty much everything I've done over the past 12 months, and there's stuff up there as well that isn't currently on YouTube. So like I say, go and sign up. I'd really appreciate that. Another thing that's appreciated, thanks everyone who's subscribed. If you are subscribed, further way you can help me out is hitting that little notification bell that's somewhere down there. And also, if you would, please go over and give me a like on social media. So I'm Wayne Hart Guitar on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and now also TikTok, as you always say, I'm trying to get down with the kids. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling. Without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so the song is in standard tuning, although the original recording is sort of slightly sharper than sort of standard tuning, but for the sakes of this video and, you know, for singing it and all that, I'm going to do it in standard tuning. Okay, so the chords to start off with, I'm going to go over the strumming pattern and the sort of the dynamics that you can add in a short while. So we're going to start off with an A chord. You're everywhere and nowhere, baby. Then we're going to go to a D, and that's where you're at. Then we go to a G, going down a bumpy D chord, A, then an E, back to the A. You're flying across the country. We go to a D and getting fat. Gonna go to a G, everything is groovy. Then we got A, then an E, E7. That's just before we go into the chorus. So from a standard E chord, all I'm doing because there's different ways that you can play the E7, I'm adding my little pinky on the 3rd fret. That would be on the B string, okay? So basically the chords in order, I'll just read them out and then I'm going to sort of play that through and sing it so you can see how that gels together. So we can start off with an A chord, then we're going to go to a D, then we're going to go to a G. It's up to you what G you use. I personally prefer to use the 4-fingered G. Then we go to a D, an A chord, an E, we go back to the A chord, a D, a G, D, and then we go A, and then an E, last chord, the E7, by adding a little pinky on the 3rd fret on the B. Okay, so I'm just going to sing that through, the intro and the verse, so you can see how that gels together. So we got, you're everywhere and nowhere, baby, and that's where you're at. Going down a bumpy hillside in your hippie hat. You're flying across the country and getting fat, saying everything is groovy when your tires flat and it's okay. So the chorus chords are going to be an A. We go to an A7, so if you're doing an A with your 1st, 2nd and 3rd finger, all that would be is taking your 2nd finger off. Then we're going to go to a D chord, then an E, we're going to do that E7 again, and then that repeats. We're going to go A, A7, D, this time E, quick change to a D, and then we're going to finish on the A. So I'm just going to sing you that chorus through so you can see how that gels together. So, and it's iron, silver lining, anywhere you go now, baby. I see the sun is shining, but I won't make a fuss, and it's obvious. Okay, now that, just the verse and the chorus is pretty much the meat and potatoes of the song. We got a verse, chorus, then we got verse 2, another chorus, the guitar solo goes over the top of the verse chords, and then going to go twice around the chorus at the end to sort of finish. So strumming pattern for that. Now, the verses sort of, dampen the strings a little bit, so what we get is this. So it's just doing downstrokes, and we're not letting the sort of the chords ring out. So we're getting this down, 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 down. Nowhere, baby. That's where you're at. Going down a bumpy hillside. So you get the idea. That works, really well through the verses and that. And then obviously when we lift the strumming, when we come into the chorus, So that's going to be a down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. The end, you can just do the little lift off the A chord, down, 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 and that is pretty much all you're going to need. Okay, so thanks very much for watching. Hope you all loved that, and come on, if you don't like that song, you don't like music. It's sort of obligatory to play that at every wedding and every party, so there you go. Great one to get down, as I said in the intro. Parties, barbecues, this is going to go down a treat, and it's pretty easy to play, so like I say, hope you all dug that. So if you got any other requests for any other sort of party songs, or anything 50s to modern day in general that's going to work well on an acoustic or an electric guitar within reason, so a lot of you know the drill now. The easiest way to put your request in is obviously comment in the post below, or if you want to find me a personal message over on those social media platforms I suggested at the start of the video, you're very welcome to. I just always point out that I do get, literally hundreds, so I do have to hand pick them a little bit. So don't be disheartened if I don't pick your choice. I have got a bit of a sort of a list, but keep your requests coming, because that's what keeps this channel going, and it's very much appreciated. I'll quickly mention it again. If you are subscribed, the third way you could help me out is setting that little notification bell that's somewhere down there, so you get notified every time I post a video up, and you can keep up to date. The Patreon thing, sorry to keep banging on about it, but the funding from that really helps me out, and it's a good sort of source for you guys if you want the chords, the lyrics and the strumming pattern. All my notes I use for the lessons, my personal notes that I post, everything up on the Patreon page. And I always say, if you are a patron and something's not there, all you got to do is send me a message, and I'm more than happy to post it up. And I always say word of mouth is a powerful thing, so if you dig what I do, please like and share my videos, tell your friends, tell your work colleagues, anyone plays a guitar, please point them in my direction. I really appreciate that. So that just leaves me to say have a great morning, day, night, whenever it is you're watching, and I'll catch you all for lesson very soon. Take care.